van der Beek, Donny van der Beek, la 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 la. What's going on, people? Welcome to You Know the Score this evening. It's your boy Shingy_LDN. Now, before you do anything, make sure you like, share, subscribe to You Know the Score. Make sure you leave a comment below, get involved in the conversation. Make sure you follow me on Twitter and Instagram, Shingy_LDN. And make sure you follow the football channel on Instagram, which is YKTS Football on Instagram and Twitter. So what I want to talk about today, obviously this week, we signed Donny van der Beek for 40 million M's. Central midfielder, young player from Ajax. I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a good acquisition. We need midfielders. We need quality in depth, and we haven't had that for some time. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, for a long time, we've been relying on Pogba, and then, the others around him haven't really lived up to the Man United standard as such. Do you know what I'm saying? We've had McTominay, he's not really creative. Matic, he's a DM. Fred, I don't really know what type of central midfielder he is. Is he a defensive midfielder? Is he an offensive? I mean, he works hard, but he's not the elite level that we need to have at Man United. Then you've got Andres Pereira. And then you've got a man like Jesse Lingard. Now, the good thing about Donny van der Beek is that he can alternate in central midfield. He can play as a number 10. He can play as a number 6. Do you know what I'm saying? He can play as a number 8. So it gives us options. And the thing is, I mean, a lot of people have been saying, like, how do you manage to fit in Pogba, Bruno, and Donny van der Beek, VDB, you know what I'm saying, in the same midfield? I think they can create a good midfield axis. Do you know what I mean? The understanding of the game, I think Donny van der Beek is a very, very clever player. Let's not get it twisted. I know a lot of rival fans are chatting shit saying, he's all right, he's average, you know what I'm saying? But no, he's a very, very good player, very good central midfield player. He's only 23 as well, so he's still got time to develop. You know what I mean? He's not even reached his peak yet. He's very clever on the ball. He's got that ingenuity, do you know what I'm saying? He's got that eye for a pass, and he works hard, and that's what we need in our central midfield. And the thing is rival fans are talking about, well, is he any good though? How are you going to fit him into the midfield? Listen, it's not just about 11 players. Like, you guys need to get this into your head. It's not just about 11 players. Like, if you're trying to compete at the highest level, you need top quality players to be sitting on the bench. They need to hold bench. If you look at Man City, at one point they had Sane, Sterling, Bernardo Silva, and Mahrez fighting for 2 positions. Do you know what I'm saying? There was times where Kevin De Bruyne wouldn't even start games. David Silva wouldn't even start games. Do you know what I'm saying? Because they had quality in midfield, and for certain type of games you could adapt your tactics. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not every game Bruno is going to be grabbing an assist or a penalty, as you rival fans will say. Do you know what I'm saying? Pogba is not always going to have an amazing game. Do you know what I'm saying? So for us to have Donny van der Beek, I think it's a very good acquisition. And people are saying, is he really that good? I mean, his stats speak for himself. I mean, he's only second to KDB, Kevin De Bruyne, in terms of goals involvements. So his stats here, I read here. He's got 41 goals in 175 appearances for Ajax, which is a very, very good return. So he's got an eye for a goal. And when I was talking about second to KDB in the last 3 years for goal involvement, he scored 40 goals and assisted 29 times. So he's in very, very, very good company. For him to be second to Kevin De Bruyne, I think that speaks volumes. And a lot of people are going to be saying, well, it's the Dutch league, it's a shit league. How many players have Premier League clubs bought from the Dutch league that are ballers? We think of your Van Persie. We think of your Overmars. We think of your Luis Suarez's. Do you know what I'm saying? You think of your Dennis Bergkamps, your Ruud van Nistelrooy's. Do you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of players that have come from Holland, the Dutch league, who have torn it up in Europe, torn it up in the Premier League. So I don't want to hear that shit about he's been playing in a Farmers League. We were talking about Farmers League for how many years now, and look what PSG did. Do you know what I'm saying? They got to the final of the Champions League, obviously, albeit after a long period of time, but there's a lot of teams that play in elite leagues that didn't get that far. So I don't want to hear that. If you're a good talent, you're a good talent. So I think it's going to be an excellent acquisition. It's going to be interesting to see how that midfield axis works. Do you know what I'm saying? And I'm looking forward to it. And, you know, I'm sure the Man United players are looking forward to it as well. I mean, welcome Van der Beek, and I'll be the lead singer for your new song, boy. Donny Van der Beek, Donny Van der Beek, la 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 la. Here's to you, my friend. Do you know what I mean? Here's to you. Here's to Ajax. Here's to Edwin van der Sar. Do you know what I mean? For getting the deal done. We celebrate life. Do you know what I'm saying? Welcome. And I just want to give an honorary mention to your boy, Yuri, who passed away in a heart attack, which is the reason why Donny van der Beek is going to wear the number 34 on his back, which is a very, very beautiful gesture. Do you know what I'm saying? They were very close when they started at Ajax. So, yeah, kudos to you for doing that, man. But moving on from that, hopefully we get some more signings. You know, Sancho, we don't know what's going to happen. We're looking at, I think, Real Madrid's left back. So there's reports that we might be placing a bid of 30 million euros. I mean, there was a photo of De Gea and the left back in question in the international duty. So hopefully Agent Dave, do you know what I mean, he's doing his thing, but we'll see. But moving on, because I want to get on to something which has really pissed me off. Like, I'm flabbergasted that Alexis Sanchez had the audacity, the cheek, the nerve to disrespect my club. Like, are you mad? After the time that you had at my club, you have the audacity to talk shit after we wanted to get you off our books because you were chomping peas and doing fuck all. You lazy shit. My man said, after one day of training, I wanted to go back to Arsenal. I asked my agent, is it possible that I could rip up the contract? Are you a dickhead? Are you a dickhead? Listen, I can't tolerate that nonsense. I can't, because we rolled out the red carpet for you. We had you playing the piano. We made you feel like a king. Do you know what I mean? You was in Old Trafford, breathing the air. Do you know what I'm saying? We gave you 500 racks a week. Passionate fans. And you have the audacity to say that after the shocking performances that you gave us. Nah, you know what? You are a prick. You're a prick. Your stats read, yeah? Your stats read. 45 games, 5 goals, 9 assists. Is that acceptable? That's unacceptable. It's not on. It's not on at all. At all. You think you can trump 500 racks and then leave on those stats? Big man, you don't even start every single game for Inter Milan. So what are you talking about? How dare you? How dare you? Even at the end of your time at Arsenal, you was on the decline. Do you know what I'm saying? And the only reason why you're saying this shit about Man United, about you didn't want to leave, about you didn't want to come there, and you wanted to leave straight away, is because you're trying to deflect. You're trying to deflect how bad you was. Do you know what I'm saying? Trying to make people think that it was the conditions of the club which didn't help you. I didn't play to my best potential because I was upset. I didn't want to be there. You're chatting shit. This is the same guy that was doing a knee slide to me at Wembley. Are you mad? You forgetting that? Listen, I got receipts, my G. I got receipts right here. You were doing knee slides in front of me at Wembley. And you're telling me you didn't want to be at the club. Shut up, man. Talking shit. That's the only reason. The thing is, you know, players that do that, yeah, that don't leave dignified, get on my nerves. Do you know what I'm saying? And this is the second time, you know, someone who we thought was gonna be exceptional has left the club in a way, in a sour way. Do you know what I'm saying? Because Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, he wished Sanchez well. He said he's a top player. Never said anything bad about him. Why couldn't you be dignified about Lukaku? Like Lukaku. Do you know what I'm saying? Lukaku obviously left, I wouldn't say on the greatest terms, but you know, there was reports in the press that he's not good enough. His first touch is this. He plays in jeans. He plays, you know what I mean, memes and stuff like that. And obviously Lukaku was affected by it because he closed off his comments at one point. Do you know what I'm saying? But he still was able to live in a dignified manner, wish the players well. Even after we got knocked out and they got into the Europa League final, he wished the boys well. Do you know what I'm saying? Said that, you know, we're building something good. But people like you, mercenaries like you're a prick. You was happy to sit on 500k a week. Do you know what I'm saying? If you really wanted to get out, why didn't you take a pay cut? You greedy, greedy idiots. You greedy idiots. Why didn't you take a pay cut? If you really didn't want to come to Manchester United, why didn't you go to Man City? The reason why Man City pulled out of the deal is because you and your agent, yeah, wanted more money. But had you, let's say, had footballing interests in mind, at the time Man City, okay, yeah, they're a better club. You would have gone to Man City because they had more of a chance of winning the bigger trophies than we do at the time. But you was greedy. You mercenary. You never once complained about the conditions at the club, but it's only now that, you know, we finally let you go, you want to start opening your mouth. You're dumb. You're an idiot. Like, and I said it was the second time because Di Maria, obviously, he left on bad terms. But with Di Maria, I would say that was due to the style of football we were playing, as well as, obviously, his wife being in his ear. Do you know what I'm saying? So, you know, if you've been watching the Tottenham Hotspurs documentary and Mourinho's discussing Eriksen's contract, and he said, basically, if the club, the agent, the family and the player are not on terms, then a transfer is not going to happen. Do you know what I'm saying? And in Di Maria's situation, obviously their house got robbed. His wife clearly didn't like the weather. Do you know what I'm saying? Didn't like the area. So she was clearly in his ear. So she was a very, very big influence. Because imagine if you got a woman in your ear and like, Di Maria, hang out, don't like Manchester, this, that, the other. Do you know what I'm saying? It's going to take its toll on you. Do you know what I mean? So him leaving, I would say that was, his wife was a big contributing factor. Do you know what I mean? I don't think it was anything to do with the club. But for you, Alexis, to come out and say that, nah, man, I can't tolerate that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And good riddance, because we got you off the wage books. We got a 17, 18-year-old kid that did more in 2 months than you did in 2 seasons. Get out of here, man. But anyway, I'm hoping for new signings, players that want to play for my club. Do you know what I mean? Play for the shirts. Do you know what I'm saying? Play for the fans. Unlike you playing for the money. We gave you the number 7 shirt and you want to disrespect us like that? You dickhead. Get out of here, man. But anyway, it's your boy Shingy_London. We've got Donny van der Beek. Do you know what I mean? Hopefully Sancho's on the way. Hopefully get a centre back and a left back, and you know, we can try and close the gap on Liverpool and Man City, and then the elite in Europe. But before I go, like I said before at the beginning of the video, make sure you like, share, subscribe to my channel. Make sure you leave your comments below. Make sure you follow me on Twitter and Instagram, Shingy_LDN. Make sure you follow the football channel, YKTS Football, on Instagram and Twitter. And for me, to you, Donny van der Beek, Man United, Mason Greenwood, Solskjaer, the whole family, the whole Man United family. I'm out. Donny van der Beek, Van der Beek.